Welcome to Judy's Mind Body. Inhaling up, exhaling down. In breath, out breath. Triple burner, coming through three energy centers: the head, the heart and lungs, and the abdomen. That's the slow exhale. This is the inhale. In breath, out breath. On the in-breath, take the breath in through the nose. On the out-breath, bring the tongue to the upper palate and exhale through three energy centers, or dantians. This is the essence of Qigong: circularity, moving from the center and connecting all the way through the body, the mind, the body, and the spirit, with slowness and circularity, and moving from the center. Enjoy it. Buddha picks up the earth. Inhale up, exhale down in an outer circle, and inhale through the center body. When you reach the chin, push the world up into the sky on your exhale with the palms facing up. Two, three, two more of Buddha picks up the earth. And add this vocal sound of washu, only make it through a whisper. Washu. That integrates the core here at your abdomen. Good. Shake it out. Start shaking from your heels, from your knees, from your hips, upper body, and all the way up here. And we'll start making some sound. Holding on to the chair here. Inhale up for aha. Aha. And the other way. Ahoo. 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 Ahi. Ahi. Ahey. Ahey. And aha. Aha. Good. Now we're going to go over here, this side. This is the other way. This is your left side. I am mirroring you, okay? So we're going to inhale here and move this direction. Aha. Aha. Aye. 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 Head voice. Aye. Ah. Ah. Head voice. Ah. Ah. Ow. Ow. And shake it out. Whoosh. I'm going whoosh. Whoosh. Any sound you want to make up, but basically it's whispering. And you're going to shake out at your heels, at your knees, at your hips, at your upper body. And we're going to do a side thing here, which is called the air guitar. Inhale up, exhale down. But we're going to make it like this. Shui. No special language, just a sound. Shui. Good. Other side of your stool. You can always grab the stool if you need to. Ready? Let's go this way. Good. Now we're going to come right like this. The air guitar, you play with the frets. And you can hold on if you need to. Whatever works for you. Okay, you're going to come behind your chair or stool now for an up, down, forward, back weight shift, which will look like this. Up to the balls of the feet, down, back towards the heels, and forward. But with the chair to hold on to, that really helps. Forward, up, sink down, back, release your heels when you come forward, and release your toes when you come back. So back here, when you come back to the heels, the toes come up. When you go forward, the heels come up, sinking and rising. Good. That helps warm up the backs of your legs here. You're stretching up, stretching down, releasing down, stretching towards the back heels, stretching towards the front toes. Okay, let's do a forward back weight shift here. You're going to come over here and feet in a V. You're going to shift towards the chair here or stool. Bring up your other foot. Hold it out straight. Bring it down, just the heel. And now come forward. Aha! Bending this knee. Going back. Aha! Bending the back knee, straightening the front. This is the yin leg. When you just have a solid long line here without locking that knee. Bending the front knee, straightening the back leg, releasing the heel, coming back onto that basic foot completely connected into it. And then the toe comes up in front. Forward back shift. Yawn leg, yawn leg when you bend a little bit at the knee and you just feel that weight coming down through the foot. Let's go to the front foot, feel the weight. Ah, come back, feel the weight back there. Ah, good. Other side of the chair. Feet in a V. Feet in a V means they look like that. That's called rider on horse position. You're going to shift towards your left. Holding onto the chair, you're going to pick up this knee, bring it out straight, and drop the heel. And come forward, bending that front knee just so much so that it doesn't go beyond the big toes. It's just a 90-degree angle from the knee down to the ankle. And you come back and you do the same thing in the back, only not beyond that big toe, but bending that knee. Forward back weight shift. Notice how the toe comes up in front. When you go back, when you go forward, the heel comes up and back. Do that a few times to really get yourself warmed up for what we're going to do, okay? One more. And let's go back to the other side. Okay, your feet are in a V, rider on horse. Now shift over this way. Your both knees are slightly bent right now. Now leave that knee bent. It's just enough. It's not going past the front of the foot there. And you're going to lift up the knee on the other side. Bring it out straight and just drop the heel. And also notice that the hip, the knee, and the ankle are together here. Your leg isn't out there. This is more like a yoga stance. So coming forward, aha, and going back, straighten that front leg and bend the back leg. Aha, aha, aha. Yeah, I just want to make sure you're using your core. That's why I'm making the sound. When you add sound, it forces you to use your abdomen and connect to your core here. So that's important. Inhaling forward. and exhaling back. There is a connection to the abdomen. As you come back, it moves the energy back to the Ming Men, the low spine here. So here's the expansion, and here's the contraction. Okay, to go back to the other side and think about that when you're going forward. Your left leg is again near the chair, and your right leg is going to be the outside leg here. And you shift into the chair here in rider on horse position. This knee is bent, and so is this one. And now you're going to let this leg come up, extend it out, and just drop the heel. Now bend this front leg, and it'll bring you forward. Release the energy into the back leg so that the yin leg is going to allow the heel to come up. It's the straight leg, but it's not locked at the knee. Now you're going to come back and you'll bend that knee a little bit. You're bringing the weight into the back leg now. It's the yan leg, and the toes come up in the front on your right foot. Aha! And come back. Just make a sound. Oh, that's for your back leg. This is for your front leg. Aha! And feel that grounding in the back. Aho! On this other foot. You can play around with that for a while, but you can also work with the breath seated. So we're going to inhale here for triple burner and exhale down. My feet are in a V, but they're solidly on the earth. Buddha picks up the earth. Exhale down. Inhale up through the central core. Push the world up into the sky on your exhale. Try Wishu. Inhale. You're using your core now. As you exhale, that area moves in on the Wishu. Good. This we call the accordion. You're going to inhale, expanding the ribs. Expand on your inhale. Your in-breath through the nose. Exhale back with your tongue on the upper palate, the Qigong breath. Upper palate means right here, tongue against the upper teeth. Mouth will be slightly open. And one more of the accordion. Now, while you're on a stool or chair, it's possible to bring this hand up here and hold on to the stool with the other hand, either on the leg, like down this leg here somewhere, where you can bring your hand overhead for a side bend, like this. Bring it, hold on to the chair or the leg. On the side bend, you open up all the ribs there as you come to this side or the other side. We can't really easily do a forward bend here, but we can sort of surmise that we can almost do it. We're going to inhale here, holding on with the feet solidly, and come forward as if you're going to dive and lengthen the spine there and come back and open, slight back bend of the upper spine. Dive almost, but don't go all the way down. Open the back. This is for the back. So flat back as you come over halfway. And when you come back up to seated, slight back bend of the upper spine. Okay. Now, while you're here, bring the feet in a little bit here. And let's bring the elbows into the body, and we'll circle the wrists. 5, 6, 7, 8, isolating the wrists, forward circles with the wrists. Now going back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice how when you go around in the circle, your index finger will help you make that circle so that it's not going down. It's an outward circle, either forward or back. Good. Shake it out. Keeping your feet grounded. Bring the fingertips inside the shoulders here. Inhale, forward, up, back, and down. On the exhale, the shoulder blades will roll down the back. Two more. Good. Now back, up, forward, and down, rolling and touching with your fingers all the way around the shoulders here and the upper arm. As you're really opening back here. And when you come forward a whole lot, the whole back opens. And when you go back, the whole front opens. Good. You want to feel that flexibility in the upper spine if you can, and in the shoulders, that connection. Okay, so while we're seated here, we're going to do our head rolls. You're going to bring your chin to your chest, and you're going to bring your right ear to your right shoulder, and then go around. Holding on to the back of the stool, perhaps. Keeping the shoulders down, also, as a perhaps, because we want to make sure that we don't lift the shoulders while we're doing this. Two more circles of the right ear to the right shoulder, and then over to the left. Good. Now you're going to start with your chin to the chest again. Inhale here, and you're going to go the opposite way. So it'll be left ear to left shoulder, all the way around and up, right ear to right shoulder, and back to the chin towards the chest. And we'll do several of those. Breathing in, breathing out as you circle. Getting flexibility in the neck for your head circles. And we already did the shoulder circles. So now we're going to bring the feet down here. We'll be probably momentarily moving the chair out there somewhere so that you can continue here and also get some water. But let's come forward here, and you're going to come off the chair easily. Slide forward, hold on, and we're going to do some seated parts. You're going to exhale here, folding forward. Take hold of your stool, bring your buttocks down, standing and sitting. So the steps are coming up, crossing your arms, holding forward from the hips, taking hold of the chair, and seated. And one more. Inhale up. Good. Now let's pound a little bit with your toes or your balls of the feet. And while you're here, before we move this chair, let's bring this knee up. Inhale and exhale, bringing the knee towards you. Inhale, open out, exhale, bring the knee towards you. And use your core. Wishoo. Inhale. Good. Bring the foot out. Bring the other knee up. Inhale. Exhale, bring it towards you. Wishoo, right? Wishoo. But without any vocalization. Inhale, expand out. Exhale, wishoo. Two more. Good. Let's bring this knee up and out. Hold on to your chair. In, out, in, out, in, out, in. Other leg. In, out, in, out, in, out, in. Very good. I think we're ready to move forward here and get rid of the chair. Okay. Hope you're ready. If you want to keep it, do your own thing. Okay. But we do need some water before we get started with more Qigong. So on your way, a few sips. Hydrate as needed. The yoga prayer, the feet are together. You're going to inhale towards the front of the foot. Lengthen the spine. We're doing a spinal twist towards your right. That'll be on the exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale towards your left. Keep the spine long and the crown of the head, which is the back of the skull, lifted up by a string in your mind. And let it go. Release. Hip circles forward to your right, back to your left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And forward, left, back, right, forward. Good. Coming back to center. Inhaling out for the accordion. Exhaling back. Turning it into the Qigong move of the propeller. Opening arms out in a T. Inhale and sink everything into the ground with your feet and move towards the left. Inhale, center, and then move towards your right on your exhale. The propeller, notice how you have a 3/4 turn here. You can see the wall partly behind you with your hip, your upper body, your head, and your third eye, the center of the forehead. You're looking towards the left. And when you reach the middle, you inhale and then you exhale towards the right. One more set. Good. Shake it out. Starting with the feet, the knees, the hips, the upper body. Shake out everything. Good. Now you're going to pick up a feather and let it go. Flatten the palm. Bending the front knee. The back leg straightens and you're on that toe back there. And then you come to paint down the wall in your mind with your flattened palm. Exhale. Last one. Other side. Inhale. Don't forget the thumb and the forefinger come together as you go up. The palm flattens and opens as you come down. Two more. With your feet in a V now, we're going to come down the inside of this seam here, all the way down to below the knee to do a side bend. And the other arm comes over the head so you can actually see that palm. You're between two panes of glass here in your mind. Two more. Once to the right and once back to the left. Good. Now we're going to do heaven and earth. In heaven and earth, you take an inhale here and you push up like this. Whoosh. And the other hand moves down. Whoosh. And the fingers are moving that direction. Whoosh. Now you go the opposite way. The fingers are moving that way. Heaven, whoosh, and earth. Whoosh. Again, inhale. Whoosh. That's your exhale. Whoosh. That's your exhale. Good. So you're really using your core today. I want you to make sure you do that. Okay, shake it out. And now we will do the Buddhist walking meditation. Your feet are in a V when you start. That's your rider on horse position, as if you just walked across this desert Mongolian plain after getting off your horse you've been on for a long time. And the rider and horse position prepares you to be able to shift to your right here and then bring your left heel forward, right from the hip. And this foot's already at a little bit of an angle here, 45 probably. And then you're going to come forward, bringing this palm out like that. And as you exhale, you'll shift into the whole foot with wushu. Whoosh. Other foot. Whoosh. Notice how your hip carries you forward. Whoosh. Whoosh. One more. Whoosh. Now you're going to go back with your right leg. Toe first. Whoosh. This is going backwards now, so it's toe, middle of the foot, and back foot of the foot, right? All in one time, but slowly through the whole foot. Whoosh. 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 It's for our balance. Whoosh. 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 And then bring the other foot back in. Good. Very good. Okay, we're going to try the fountain here. Another Qigong move. Bring the palms up in a V here. And you will be coming down with the backs of the palms together on the exhale. Halfway, like you're going to dive here. Bringing the crown of the head forward a little bit. And then round the back and let go. Notice how your fingers come outside the toes. Now you're going to bring the backs of the palms together on the inhale. Come up and come into these two places here where you've got a fold, forward fold, and then you release, rounding the back. Coming back up, backs of the palms together. Inhale. And now try the washu or washwishu as you come down. Inhale. Whoosh. Come back up. Whoosh. You're just using your core to help you get over. So I don't know if that works for everybody. So certainly you can go back to this simple halfway forward dive position and then round the back and let go. The halfway dive position, you're flattening the back here, right here. Flatten like you're going to dive off a diving board. And then for the rest of it, you're just rounding and the fingertips will end up outside the toes, which is what you want. Once you're there, you can come up through the middle of the legs, tapping. And then the outsides of the legs, tapping. And the tapping is also bringing the chi, your intrinsic energy, into the body. So tap up to the lung points and go back down again, insides of the legs, and even to your toes if you can reach them. Otherwise, don't worry if you can't. Okay. Coming up to the buttocks and back, then forward and up, and your lung points right there, right here. Good. And let's try Tarzan. Ah, and Tarzan on steroids. Use your head voice. Ah, 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 ah. Yeah, that warms up your voice. Okay, shake it out, let it go. Tadasana, mountain pose. Rocking motion. Tai Chi Chih, 19 movements in one pose, is under the umbrella of Qigong. With a solid warm up, you should feel pretty much that the joints are relaxed now and you're ready to move without thinking too much about it. But remember to inhale and exhale. Most of our moves will be up to 9 because that's considered the noble Chinese number. It's also many people feel the rhythm of the waves when we go slowly, the waves of the ocean. And you can use your index fingers, one next to the thumb, to draw your figure 8 and then release the palms so that they're rounded. The fingers feel free. You can move them to make sure they're not tight at all. We want all our joints to be relaxed. Let's do 2 more forward back weight shifts. Rocking motion comes to a graceful conclusion. Our feet will be in a V for this next move. Sinking down with your open thighs here. Bird flaps its wings. Come to the forward part of the foot, release the heels. In general, you inhale as you lengthen. You exhale as you sink down. Sinking and rising part of what we're doing. On the third one wrist circle forward. That's your wings as the bird. 2 more cycles of 3. Third one wrist circle. That's your second cycle. Third cycle. Let's slow it down. Inhale and sink it into the earth, resting on globes of energy. Shifting towards your right, bringing your left heel forward. Around the platter in chest-high water. Enjoy it. 2 more. Last one. Exhale it down. Feet are in a V. Shift towards your left, bring your right heel forward. Around the platter in chest high water. Right side. Notice how you come outside the knee as you inhale here. And back to the other side. And the body itself is going forward and back. We're not really following the circles. Only the hands know that. We'll call this 6. Stay with me. 8, 9. Of around the platter, bring your right foot back into your V shape. Exhale down. Shift to the right to bring the left forward for around the platter variation. Picking up a ball of energy at your left shoulder, and that ball will be the inhale here, and then you'll sink it right opposite the heart on the exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth with the tongue on the upper palate, so it's a Qigong breath. This will be the last one here on your left side. Come back with your feet in a V. Shift towards your left to bring the right heel forward. Around the platter variation, right side. Picking up a ball of energy at your right shoulder and then dropping it right opposite the heart on the exhale to the other side. You're crossing the midline here with your air. Here's the inhale. Here's the exhale. Last one. Using softness, circularity, and movement from the center body, the essence of Qigong, when mixed with Tai Chi. Our next move is called bass drum. You're going to shift to your right, bring the left forward, and your palms will be in polarity here, meaning that these Legong points are facing. Inhale, now exhale. And now inhale up and back, surrounding your body with the chi, your intrinsic energy. Enjoy it. A little inner smile sometimes helps, or maybe a lot of inner smile. Good. Bring that foot back into the V. Inhale here and sink it into the earth. Rest on globes of energy for a moment. Shift it to the left. Bring your right heel forward. Bass drum. Feel the rim of the drum on your inhale and the exhale back as the energy moves your body through it, through that big circle of you as the drum. 4. There's your inhale. Here's your exhale. 5, 6. I'm keeping you slow here. This is not aerobic exercise. This is in an inner way, just calm us all down. 7, 8, because the exhales are long. That actually calms you down. 9 is here. It's the exhale. Shh. And then exhale here, bringing your feet into a V. And our next move is called Daughter on the Mountaintop. There's Tadasana for you from yoga. And it's going to have a secondary companion piece, which is called Daughter in the Valley. So you're going to come down, feet in a V, shift to the right, bring your left heel forward. And you're going to go up 2 mountains here. Inhale, and then exhale down the central trail, and your left hand will be close to the heart. Here's your left hand, here's your right hand. And they're making big circles. So your inner circle is your own. And it crosses right here with the wrists at the heart. 1, 2, etc. We're going to keep going until we pretend to reach 9. And your left foot is forward here. So get that right. Get your left hand making this inner circle and coming down, crossing the wrists right at the heart. Your left hand is your heart hand. It's closer to the heart than the right. So that's why we put it inside. Inhale, sink it down. Shift towards your left to bring your right heel forward. Daughter on the mountaintop. Same thing again. Your back foot's in a 45-degree angle to your right. Inhale forward, release the heel in the back foot. Exhale back, release the toe on the front foot. When you bend the knee slightly, it becomes the yang leg, and the other leg becomes yin. There's a play between masculine yang leg and feminine yin leg that's happening with your weight shift. It's really a good test of our balance. And you connect the breath to it. It's a very powerful energy practice when it moves slowly. Good. That's probably the 9th right there. Of Daughter on the Mountaintop. Sink it down. Inhale, sink it down on your exhale. Now start it this way for Daughter in the Valley. You're going to shift over to the right, bring the left heel forward, and you'll be coming from the 2 mountains down the sides. Here's the exhale. Inhale first. Now inhale through the central trail. Make sure that back foot's in a 45-degree angle. And your leg's coming right out forward from the hip here. And this is the inner trail up the mountain again. And you're crossing over 2 of them because this is the valley trail. Daughter in the valley. 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one is 9. Your noble Chinese number. Inhale, sink it down. Shift to the left. Bring your right heel forward for daughter in the valley. Lengthen through the whole spine. And have fun with it. You can always sit if you get tired or get water. One more on your right side. Inhale and sink it down. Now you're going to slowly walk over here towards your right. We're doing carry the ball to the side. Winding up, releasing the right heel, or the left heel actually, okay? And moving towards it, one with the hips, like you're sliding across on a long piano bench and bringing in this foot. Keeping your buttocks right under the upper body, okay? It's a little bit of a squat when you move. Let's inhale at the end of each one of these and then ground. And third one, 3 groups of 3. And sink it. And going the opposite way, winding up to the left, releasing your right. 1, 2. Notice how hips, knees, and ankles all want to be together. And your upper body is just over that. And one more this way. Well, then we'll go back with 3 times 3, okay? Inhale, sink it down. Wind up, take it across. Bring in the right foot. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to stand fully, right? Through the whole spine. And last group of 3 of carry the ball to the side. And sink it down. Push, pull is next. Shift to the right, feet are in a V. Push with the heel of the hand down and out. Coming back up into a circle here. Turn the palms towards your heart on the inhale. Your left foot is forward right now. Three more on your left side of push, pull. Exhaling forward with the heel of the hand. Bring the fingertips up. Turn the palms right at your upper chest here. And then the inhale will come back to your heart. Push, pull. Yes, it's a beautiful circle of energy. Shift towards your left, bring your right heel forward for push-pull. Inhale here, exhale as you heel of the hand comes down. Now start inhaling here, back to your heart. Giving and receiving energy is another name for this beautiful move. It just has a different thing happening because it's a forward exhale and an inhale back to your heart. Ah, so nice. Three more on your right side. Feet in a V, inhale here, sink it down. Rest on globes of energy a moment in resistance to gravity. And then shift it over to the right. You're bringing your left heel forward for pulling in the energy from the farthest star in the universe. And the fingertips are up to get that energy from that distant star. Inhale. Here's your inhale. Here's the exhale as it passes your heart here with the fingertips in a circle. Right here, exhale. Remember to put that back foot in a 45-degree angle to the front, but give your space between the heels, even though one foot is farther ahead than the other, so that you don't lose your balance. Two more. Last one on your left. Shift towards your left to bring your right heel forward. Inhale. Exhale here. Last one on your right side of pulling in the energy from the farthest star in the universe. Now it's a good time to take some water here, okay? Pick up your glass, take a couple sips. Basic taffy. Left hand under the right elbow, left heel out. Pull the palms apart. The taffy, basic taffy, involves this slow exhale through the center. You can try it with washu if you like. Wash. And then release for the inhale. Wash. Take it away. And sink it down. Basic taffy has three variations. And the first one is anchor taffy. You'll anchor your right hip and bring your left foot forward. And open the hips. And draw your energy to the left. Switch legs. Inhale, sink it down. And carry this to the right. The underneath hand is your invite hand. Two more of anchor taffy. First to your right here. The underneath hand just took you there, and now your left hand is under, opens the hips, and you bring it back to the left. Good. Feet in a V for circles taffy. Left hand under. Pull the palms apart with your exhale. Right hand under. Bring the foot in. And two more sets. To the right. And to the left. Beautiful. Now our last taffy will be perpetual motion taffy with heel step. Your left hand will come under, your knee will come up on the left side. You'll drop this heel, the heel step. Coming down inside the arm is the heart protector move, and coming down with the feet is this glorious heel step, where you bring up the knee and that brings up the heel, and then you drop the heel first, and then you have this wonderful Charlie Chaplin-like effect of perpetual motion. When you come down the inside of the arm, you're not touching, but you can feel energy there. Qi, you don't really need to touch. It's this sense of energy moving around the body. And come back to rest. Working the pulley is next. It's a diagonal cross. So bringing your right hand under the hip here, your left hand forward, this will be the exhale forward, and you'll be inhaling this hip back. And that actually turns the foot. And here we go, diagonal cross. Working the pulley. Feet are fairly close together here. So when you turn the back ball of the foot or the front heel to keep knee, hip, and ankle together, you are making sure you don't torque anything. Slow, keep it slow. Working the pulley. So here's your exhale on the left hand, and your left hip comes back on the inhale. And that draws the other side around. So that's why you're sliding on the back ball of the foot and the front heel to keep that diagonal cross comfortable for you. You also don't want a good, big, long forward back weight shift. It's very condensed. And last one of working the pulley on your left side. Good. Bring the foot back in. Inhale, sink it down. You're ready for your right side. You're going to bring your right heel forward. And it will look like this. You'll do it with me if you can. Exhale. Inhale that hip back. Keep the feet close together so that forward back shift is not big. And that enables you to turn on the back ball of the foot and on the front heel. And there's your exhale, and here's your inhale. And the other hand is just moving like the partner that it can be. Three more. Good. Inhale, sink it down. And now we're ready for our final moves here. Light at the top of the head, light at the temple are next. Feet in a V. Sink and rise. Light at the top of the head. Circle the palms like you're circling or massaging the Tao symbol. All the opposites of yin and yang. Inhale now, feet in a V, sink and rise and let it go. Out into the world and back to your heart with your left hand, the heart hand on top. Inhale, sink it down. Light at the temples, or light at the temple, is right behind the ears here. You're going to sink and rise, feet in a V. Good. Circle the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites. Hold the energy. Just breathe. This is your light of thought, speech, and action, because this is your temple or temples. Sink and rise and let it go. Out into the world, back through the earth, and your heart hand will come up on top and sink it down. And our next move is called joyous breath. Your feet are in a V. Inhale up to the balls of the feet and sink down with your heels 4 times. On the third one, you drop the heels. Now, it's like you prepare to stay up there for a while. On the third one, drop. But not super far. You want to make sure those knees are safe. Just soften them. Good. Feet in a V. All things change. Passing clouds is the name of this. Brush the elbow. A little bit of twist to the right or the left, and you will get a figure 8 if you allow the index finger to make it. It's not very hard, but it's there. The figure 8 is a symbol of long life, joy, and happiness. It occurs in both Western and Eastern medicine. And of course, it came from the East. All right. Good. Now, as the hand passes you, your mirror hand, you let it go. And that keeps you in this moving meditation, focused, relaxed, joyous, and able to stay centered when things change. Coming back to rest. We come to the 6 healing sounds next. Ho for the heart. Hu for the spleen, Tsu for the liver, Shi for the lungs, Shi for the triple heater, and Chui for the kidneys. Ho, Hu, Tsu, Shi, Shi, Chui, Ho, Hu, Tsu, Shi, Shi, Chui. Last one. Ho, Hu, Tsu, Shi, Shi. 5 chuis. Chui, Chui, heel step. Chui, Chui, Chui. Mixing the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites, and bringing your left heel to your right ankle bone for cosmic consciousness pose. Looking through the window of eternity and over it. Interlace the fingers in gratitude, open. With gratitude for Tai Chi Chih and Qigong. And thanks to Justin Stone and his teacher Wen-Shan Huang, famous Chinese anthropologist. 1974, and way beyond that, 3,000 years at least. Inhale. Exhale.